Well, good morning, YouTube. Just swung by my customer's house. He called me this morning, paid me for the month. So that's nice. He's like, hey, did you leave the neighborhood yet? I said, no, not yet. He's like, well, come on by. I got your cash. I was like, well, hells to the bills, yeah. So ran and got that cash money. Boy, I tell you what, this lockdown that everybody's on, you know, this last video I put up from yesterday's work, man, I'm not kidding when I say if I didn't have a side hustle gig going on, I don't know what I would be doing. And I mean, I'm lucky, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm lucky, I'm fortunate, but guys, I cannot stress enough how important it is that you learn a trade, that you do something, and that you teach your kids that trade, or a trade, or encourage them to learn a trade in the service world. Because no matter what the economy is, there's always going to be people that will pay to have people do something that they just will not do. And that's where you can come in and provide for your family when something unexpected happens, such as this stupid virus that, you know, everything's locked down, people can't work. You know, what is it, 40% of this nation is unable to perform their normal work. 40%. 60% of our economy is still rolling. 40% is told you're not essential by a government agency. Think about that, right? A government agency just came in and destroyed you. Whether you agree with it or not, it happened. And it can happen again next year, in 2 years. It could be an accidental virus. It could be bio-warfare. It could be for any reason. And so if you don't learn something this time, you know, then it's on you. But I don't know what country you're watching this video in, but in America, everybody has a right to side hustle. Everybody has a right to earn a living. So, you know, it's up to you. You don't have a right to eat. You don't have a right to get money. You have the ability to. Nobody's gonna stop you if I'm wording it properly. Like, you're not entitled to money. You're not entitled to food. You got to get it. And to get it, you got to hustle. And so whether you're using a job to make a living, or you're, you know, capable of having a side hustle to make an extra living, and you deplete your savings, and something happens, it's up to you to feed that family of yours, or even feed yourself. It's not up to Nancy Pelosi to send you money. It doesn't work that way. They're trying to make it work that way. That's not how America's built. And so I implore you, if you don't already know a trade and you're watching this video just by chance, you come across it because something looked interesting in the title or the thumbnail, and you're like, what's this dude all about? I'm all about side hustling, baby. I'm all about getting it and getting it good and getting that damn money and supporting yourself and making a living, because you never know what's going to happen. And so this channel teaches you how to side hustle. I give you every single tip, every single pointer, everything that I know how to make money with the lawn business, keeping my equipment running, with house washing, with mixing bleach, with everything. There's over 500 videos for you to watch, and mostly every single one of them is educational in one way or another. So please, if you learn anything from this lockdown, learn that you are on your own, and you have an ability to take care of yourself and to take care of your family. And I highly suggest you master a trade so you can do that very thing, and teach your kids that trade as well. Okay, so this is also a pretty basic house wash. You got a nice little front porch here. Got to get the railing. This is vinyl. This is aluminum. This isn't in bad shape. That'll clean up really nice. Something to note is that broke right there. before we start, so that's cracked and it's on video. But this is pretty basic. The hard part about this is getting this side of the railing because of the bushes, so I'll have to be kind of smart about that. But other than that, it's a basic wash for the front here. There is something to keep note of. Now you see this build up right here. It'll be cool to see that turn white around the windows too. But this whole front is pretty yuck up there. It might be hard for you to see, but that's pretty yucky. It's dirt and mildew. There's a lot of construction in this area on Quaco Road, so a lot of dust. This isn't as bad as the neighbor's house was. Now back here they got this grill set up with this little cover. Now if this was a brand new cover, I would say we move it. I would think, you know what I'm saying, so we don't fade it with the bleach. But that's already so faded, my bleach will actually probably make it look better. It's not going to hurt anything to disinfect this with the bleach and rinse it, so that's what I'm going to do. I don't need to move that out of the way. Those vents up there will come nice. And I don't go inside the porch, so I'll use the black tip and very carefully direct my flow on the actual screen frame without it spraying directly into the screen. And you also do it at a distance, so by the time it hits the screen, the water will break up and it won't go in with any pressure. This side's not too bad, but you see like your fart fan and your dryer vent, you see stuff like that. It's kind of yuck. That'll get nice and clean. And then we're on the other side here. There's a hole right there from a lawnmower wheel. Probably came around and hit it. And then this side here is pretty yuck. And then right through here is the railing. So I have to use a little bit of ingenuity to get in there to get that railing clean, but it's not the end of the world. And that's the customer's house I did yesterday. So I'll go ahead and set you guys up and let you guys watch a little bit, and we'll get started. Okay, as I do the back porch here, watch how I turn the handle so the fan goes from this way to this way to avoid shooting it directly into the screens. You gotta have patience. And because I don't use pressure, I use chemical, you don't have to hit it directly, it can flow down as well. So the screens are wet, but it doesn't blow through. Okay, now something that I like to do, let me show you. When I get done with applying all my chemicals and I'm satisfied with using pressure to do so, I take the raw bleach and soap and I put it straight into my backpack sprayer for a super strong concentration. Then I add some water. So this is about 4 house washes worth built up to here of 10.5% plus water, and it's very strong. It's about a 50-50 mix of water to 10.5%. This isn't something that you go around spraying willy-nilly. That's really super strong, and you can definitely damage plants and the lawn. What I do with that is I spot treat. So I'm going to look now. See, that'll rinse off. That's not necessarily mist where it needs an extra coat. That is fade. That's aluminum fading. That needs to be painted. That's not mildew. Looks like there might be a spot right here that could use some more bleach. Maybe a little bit there. Alright, there's some more spots, I'm sure. I'll try to find them. So I'll walk around before I rinse. I can walk around with the backpack sprayer and I can hit certain areas like the fart fan and this. This is actually the air conditioner drip line. That's probably an emergency air conditioner drip line because you see how it's rusting right here on the window. So that's going to be their backup. Somewhere is their regular air conditioner. That's the emergency. So if their regular AC drain line clogs up with stuff up in the attic, then the emergency drip line will allow, and it's usually going to be rusty. And that's what that is right there. And you see the rust right there. So I'll hit that with some more super strong bleach. This is good, just needs to be rinsed. But I can walk around now and I can spot treat. I can look for what might need to be hit with just a backpack sprayer. Like right there's some grease right there, probably from his cooking. I could try to hit that with a stronger mix of bleach and soap and try to get that up without putting super strong bleach everywhere. Look at the heat from his grill is cooking his aluminum or his vinyl. You see the warping right here? See all that? He's too hot, too close to his vinyl. He's gonna burn his house down. This side came out super good. So there's very few spots that I actually need to hit with the backpack sprayer, but I'm going to do that before I rinse. I'll hit here too. That looks a little yuck. And then right here, look how clean. And right here, look how clean. So I will take care of that with the backpack sprayer. That spot there. And those vents on the other side, that little bit in the back there. And then I will rinse and I'll show you the finished product. There's some spots with this house that I showed her. Now she paid me and she's happy, but like this right here, that's not dirt. That's oxidizing or fading or something on the aluminum. That's aluminum, that's not vinyl. That's aluminum and it's turning. And it's like it's streaking, and you can see it has to do with the way it's venting. The actual roof is venting, and it's here, and of course you got paint just straight up peeling off right here, and then like right here, the whole thing, and it's not anything that I missed. It's just like really cheap material. Like right there where it's wet on the flat part right there, that's all fading aluminum. That's like some really cheap stuff. It's really weird. But yeah, so I mean, everything's good. She paid, so I don't want to walk around with a camera, but everything's good and she is happy. So 2 happy customers right next door to each other. They can compare their clean houses now. All right, let's go cut some grass.